everybody. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, June 11th. That means we have 3.5 days left of school. It is currently like 85 degrees in my classroom of just sticky, hot humidity. So I'm actually gonna turn my fan so it's just facing me, so it's not oscillating anymore. I am exhausted. I thought I would just do a quick little video and kind of share what we are up to during this last week of school. So like I said, it's Thursday. All we have is tomorrow and then a full day Monday and a half day Tuesday, and we are out of here. My classroom is currently a disaster. There is stuff everywhere. I don't know if I mentioned this already before, but not only do we only have like a couple days left, and so we usually pack things up, but usually we didn't have to do too much. We really just had to take things off the floor and kind of stack it up on that back counter there. So I would take off all my Soundwell cards. I would do all that, of course, kind of make it look nice and neat. However, this summer, they're working on our roof because my roof does leak. I work in a very old Massachusetts building. And when there's a lot of snow on the roof, sometimes we have to put a 5-gallon bucket and we just have drip, drip, drip. Welcome to public education, am I right? I've done this many times before, but since they're working on the roof, we have to like actually pack up a ton of stuff and put it in boxes. And we're really gonna store stuff under this overhang over here. We can store a little on the back counter, but this is not covered. And so over there is another area kind of under the overhang that we want to store things. And as you can see, I really haven't boxed anything up yet. And again, it's 85 degrees, so I'm dying. That's how I feel. I also stayed up really late last night and watched the Knicks and the Spurs. I finished up my presentation for the Educator Summit, which I'm so excited about. Here is the cover. I actually, in this presentation, I have 12 super easy to implement number sense routines that you can use in your classroom with ideas and freebies and tons of stuff. So if you are not already attending the Educator Summit this summer, go ahead and use the link down in my description and make sure you use the code Susan at checkout to get a little discount. And I hope to see you over there. There's tons of sessions, lots to learn, and you get some PD credit and everything. So it's just a great way to get some credits over the summer, stay up to date with things, and you get to see me, which I think is fun. So I'll link that down below. Other than that, what did I say? I don't even know. I'm just rambling here because I'm exhausted. I wanted to share what I am up to for these last days. So let me backtrack. The last 6 days of school, I have 6 themed days in my Countdown to Summer pack. It looks like this right here. And my Countdown to Summer pack has ready-made things that are like hands-on that you could print out and laminate and use year to year. They also have just like easy print and play activities. They have a snack if you're allowed to do snacks. They have a little craft that you can do. It's like a full day plus some of lesson plans that are themed, and they review all sorts of skills that we've taught in first grade. So the 6 days are sports day, friendship day, memories day, camping day, ice cream day. There's one more. Friendship day. I don't think I said that one. So those are the 6 days, and those are beach day. I did say friendship, beach day. So those are the 6 days that we kind of do. So this past week, we're doing 5 of them. And then on Monday, which we always do as a first grade team, is beach day. Our last full day of school is always beach day, and we give them lays and we go play outside. I have everybody bring in a pool towel, and we do musical beach towels, which is a whole lot of fun. So we've had a lot of fun, busy things. Also, report cards were just due. Oh, that's what I was saying. I stayed up super late last night doing my presentation, and I also watched the Knicks Spurs game, which I am from Massachusetts, so I'm not a Knicks fan. However, it was a wild, fun game to watch. So that was fun. I'm still, rooting for Wemby, but now they're down 3-1. If you're a basketball fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. Or if you're a Knicks fan, you'll not like what I'm saying, but it's fine. It was wild. It was fun to watch, and it was quite the game, but that means I didn't go to bed till like 11:30. So I'm tired. And we had a field trip today. And like I said, it's 1,000 degrees. We had a short little field trip to our town built a new fire station and police station. So that's what we did. Okay, anyway, I've rambled for like far too long. Let me get this intro rolling, and then I'm just gonna pop in and show you what we did or what we're doing for these themed days. I took a lot of pictures, so let's get ready to go. All right, I put you down so I didn't have to hold you, but the fan is still blowing. That's fine. On Monday, little chapstick. Keeping it very casual, this video, right? Very casual. I feel like we're old friends here. I've been on YouTube for like how many years? 6 years already or something. So if you've been with me the whole time, it's been a pleasure. But we're just old friends now. So on Monday was sports day, which actually worked out perfectly because it was our school's field day. Now typically at this school, for the last 3 years that I've been here, they only do like field days, like an hour and a half. And then the rest of the day, we're kind of filling in. We're still doing some learning and some other things. So I would really use a lot of that sports day. But this year we had our very first full day field day, and it was so much fun. We had bubbles, we had a blow up obstacle course. We did have like the field events that were run by our PE teacher, which was what we typically did in the past. We had a school-wide movie. The kids handled it great. I think there was concern about like how long, how can they handle a full day? Will there be a lot of meltdowns? It's the end of the year. We're going to be outside. But it was so fun. So that was sports day. I didn't really use anything from my packet for that day because we just had a whole fun sporty day. I'll show a couple pictures and videos here of us just having a ball. Also, the next day was camping day. So camping day is always a fun one. For camping day, I also have like the slides that look like this. So my end of year slides, I just themed and I just use them every year and just switch out the morning message and everything. We keep our schedule of the day is the same. So we still have phonics, we still have writing, we still have math, but again, they're all review and they are all from these themed kind of days. So on camping day for phonics, we read just a little passage that was a read and illustrate. It looks like this one right here. And then I actually split students into group and they did a little STEM activity where they had toothpicks and Play-Doh and they had to build some camping tents. So they did that. They also did some flashlight reading, which was really fun on camping day. And then every day during WIN, we've just been doing a must do, may do, and the must do is some sort of writing assignment. So for WIN on camping day, it was how to catch a fish. So each day is like a different genre. So this one was a how-to story, so they had to write 3 sentences on how to catch a fish. And then our story of the day was Camping Spree with Mr. McGee. That book looks like this right here. And that was just a whole lot of fun. And then at the end of every day, we end with 10 minutes of Lexia or Epic, and then everybody does a directed drawing. So this is the directed drawing that we did for camping day. And then again, that pattern is going to repeat. So the very next day we did Friendship Day. And on Friendship Day, we did a lot of buddy reading. We played with friends. We did Let's Blend Friend. It's a game that looks like this right here, where we're practicing blends. So it was just a quick partner game where they had to roll some dice, figure out the picture, and then they just had to write down the blend they heard at the beginning. So sn or sw or st. This one I picked was all S blends, but I have them for other blends as well. Like I said, they did buddy reading. At the end of the day, not only did we do a best friends card, we did this director drawing right here, and they made it into a card that they gave to a friend. But then for the very last portion of the day, instead of like social studies or science, we made friendship bracelets out of pipe cleaners and little beads, and then gave them to our friends. So just a fun way to kind of end the year. Let's see, today is Memories Day. So we had sports day, camping day, Friendship Day. Today is Memories Day. So we kicked off by saying we're going to make a new memory. We're going on another field trip. And then of course they had to kind of think about the memories that they've made this year. We didn't do any reading activity for today because we were at the field trip, but when we came back for math, we played memory time with time, so it was a good review for that. The book we're reading today is called Wilfred Gordon MacDonald Partridge. It is a very sweet story about an older woman who is in a memory care facility. She has Alzheimer's, and so it really kind of talks about what a memory is, so it goes perfectly with the theme. Each day when we do our read aloud, we kind of have a little skill that we practice. So Camping Spree with Mr. McGee, we did a retell. Yesterday's book I didn't share for Friendship Day was Should I Share My Ice Cream? And for that book, we talked about how they are both good friends and we made inferences. And then for today's book, we're just going to answer some comprehension questions and talk about what a memory is. And then we're also going to learn about different parts of our brain, just with this quick little video here. We'll talk about the parts of the brain, and then they will practice using those parts of the brain to put together some puzzles at the end of the day. So a fun little memory day. And then tomorrow is ice cream day. Ice cream day is obviously a fun one. I'm bringing in ice cream sandwiches for the kids to enjoy at the end of the day. They will read Ice Cream by Gail Gibbons. It looks like this right here. That's their kind of focal text for the day. They will review their favorite ice cream. So they'll write an opinion, or not ice cream, they'll review their favorite dessert and share why it's their favorite dessert. Today for writing I didn't share was looking back, so it was sharing their favorite memory, of course. Lots of just fun fun things. So I've inserted pictures of all that. I haven't really looked at next week beach day. Let me look at that real quick and then I'll show you. All right, I just pulled it up. So for beach day, since it's our last full day, we have like a lot of cleaning stuff out to do. And actually, at the end of the day today, I do need my students to kind of go through their desks, and we're going to clean up their whiteboards, markers, and erasers, and I'm going to collect those. I'm going to have them empty out their book bins, and we're going to do a lot more of that on Monday too, on that last full day of just kind of cleaning up the area, cleaning up the classroom, and making it look right, taking all the stuff down off of the windows to start taking home. And it always gets sad, so I like to keep it up as long as possible, because otherwise it starts to feel like there's already so many big emotions about summer coming and the end of the school year that when you start taking everything down too early, it kind of stresses some kids out. So when they come in for beach day, I'm going to give everybody a little lei, and they will have beach attire, no bathing suits, but like if they want to wear floral prints, and they're all coming with their beach towels. So we will spread around the room. I will put up just a cute little YouTube like timer beach scene, and we will read with our friends. We will go outside and like I said, play musical beach towels as a whole first grade class. So we do it class by class first, and then when we get to the top 3 in each class, we all come together and see who wins for the whole year. We'll also do a couple directed drawings. We have this sandcastle one, and then this little beach one that we'll do at the end of the day. We will have popsicles all together, and it'll be a slow, fun, sweet little day. I also bought this off TPT last year. It's called Build a Sandcastle. So I do have those parts. I'll give them. Students can just cut them out and kind of build their own sandcastle. We'll probably do that during WIN instead of doing a writing assignment. That's my thoughts on that one. But if you're looking for any of these activities that we do, like I said, it's in my Countdown to Summer unit. And then Tuesday's our last day. That's crazy. Oh, I always get so sad. Oh, I'm also writing, I can't like show you because this is a child. But for end of year gifts, just in case you're curious, I've shared this before. I give my students little sunglasses. I give them a fun little summer swirly straw, or like fun straw, silly straw. And then I print out a picture of me and each child, like a little selfie. And on the back, I go ahead and write a little message. So this one says her name, then says, "My girl, you are absolutely amazing, and I hope you always remember that. You are smart, you are brave, and you are oh so strong. I have loved being your teacher, and I will miss you next year. Love, Mrs. Jones." And then I put them in, let's see if I can open this, but these clear little containers. It's a clear little frame that looks like this right here. I just order them in bulk. And so I slide the picture in and it kind of stands here. So they'll have on their desk, I'll make all of the desks into a big U. So when they come in, they're all kind of facing each other, and on everybody's desk will be their silly straw, will be their sunglasses, and then the picture of me and them with their little note on the back, and that's what they get to take home. And we always kick off our last day with a breakfast. So I'll bring in some donuts, I'll bring in some orange juice, and we will kind of watch a little show and reminisce together. And then, 11:30 comes along and it's time to go home. I gotta pack up the rest of my room and somehow decompress from 180 days of first grade. But I am so excited. This video is short because I just wanted to pop in quick and share everything that we are up to. If you have any questions about any of it, anything I said, I will kind of link down below. I'll link the books that I shared down below. I will link the little gifts that I got them down below so you can find that. But that is what we do. That Countdown to Summer pack is pretty much all I use at the end of the year to kind of make sure students are ready and reviewed and ready for summer. This is ready for summer. Most of you are already on summer, so if you're even watching this video, like, thanks for joining me. You're so nice. I don't know why you're watching it. I'd be like, it's summertime. I'm not thinking about school. Since it is the end of the year, though, I would love to know from you, and I've asked this before, but are there any topics for summer videos? Obviously, over the summer, I'm not sharing what I'm doing in the classroom because I'm not in the classroom, but I love to pick different topics and share strategies, ideas, kind of do a deep dive into it. So is there anything particular in the K through 2 realm that you would love to learn more about? Because I also love to learn more about it and I love to share more about it. So let me know if you have any ideas for videos and I will try to make them for you this summer. Just let me know down in the comments. As always, I just want to say a huge, huge, huge thank you for joining me this year. Another year in first grade has come and gone. I love sharing everything with you. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you get some ideas that you can take into your own classroom. And even if you already do everything that I do, or, you know, have the same ideas, or even if you don't, it's just nice to kind of go along this crazy teaching journey with somebody else. So thank you always for joining me. As always, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel and click that bell. That way you're notified of every new video. See you in the next one. Bye.